Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Smoke to Think On. My niggas, my nigga, my nigga. Alright. My niggas, my nigga. Right on, my niggas. Welcome to Smoke to Think On, folks. I'm your host, Rodney Dangermouthe. Today we're going to be smoking and thinking, doing some blunt talk on the news. So, kick back, relax, drink that nice warm coffee, and do enjoy a fine hand-rolled cigar, if you got one. There we go. Whew. Alright, it looks like we're up, we're rocking and rolling, and we're streaming just fine. Yeah, looks like the stream's rolling okay. So now we will open up the news. Motherfuckers. Cool. So jumping right into it. Strong job gains for second month. Reframe economic outlook. Well, the American economy roared ahead last month as employers added 225,000 jobs. I know that sounds like a lot, people, but we got 375 million Americans. That's not even 1/10 of 1/300th. Fuck, I'm not good at math and proportions, but long story short is we got a lot more fucking jobs needed, folks. In particular, I need a new one. The one that I'm currently working is bullshit. I fucking hate being a waiter. Mike Pence has quickly become Donald Trump's damage control guy. Ooh, who didn't see that coming? Mike Pence of Indiana, Trump campaign event, Virginia Reuters. Mike Pence has any doubts about what life would be like on 2016 Republican ticket, Donald Trump. I wish they would just fucking let that little ellipses mean something. That's fucking annoying. Pretty sure this is our copyright warning, right? No. There we go. Motherfuck. I do not know why the text on this never wants to fucking work, but I'm really getting furious because of it. Be patient. This is very frustrating, folks. For me, too. Believe me. This fucking text that you're reading right now should stay. It should just be there all the time when I switch over to the scene. But most of the time, it's not. And that is fucking annoying. Just on a personal editorial note. Alright, so Mike Pence is going to be the control guy, or the damage control guy. Yeah, the article doesn't really have much information except for Trump says crazy shit and somebody's got to hold on to it. And it's bullshit. Trump backs away from claims that he saw top secret footage of Iranian money transfer. Yeah, you know what? He also talked about the secret military bases that we have in Saudi Arabia. Maybe he's backed away from talking about this because it's fucking against the law. He's not supposed to be talking about it. Maybe he really did see that. And, maybe he wasn't supposed to say anything. Or maybe he's just a lying douchebag. That could be possible also. But it's hard to take anything the Washington Post says fucking as truth anymore because they've proven to be such a leftist fucking White House, Hillary Rodham Clinton rag. Virginia Mayor Richard Silverthorne gave meth to undercover cops for sex. Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being patient with me during that brief technical difficulty intermission. As you may know, this fine studio we're recording out of is a shared garage. So sometimes I just gotta let motherfuckers leave, I guess. What can you do? So let's jump back into the news. Virginia Mayor Richard Silverthorne gave meth to undercover cops for sex. That's fucking hysterical. That is genuinely hysterical. The fucking mayor, okay? It was bad enough that we had the mayor of Detroit smoking crack and shit, but here's a mayor who's not only giving people drugs for sex, but meth. I mean, come on, dude. You're a fucking mayor. You can't get a hold of some quality blow? That's just sad. Here's another one. This I think is funny. Murder shocks the Rio Olympics. Okay, well, here's the real news then. On the eve of the games, a man en route to the athletes village grabbed the gun away from a would-be robber and shot him dead on the spot. That's not murder. That's self-defense. A would-be robber got shot and killed. You know what? That's called fucking the dangers of the job. Mr. Robber, do you know why cops wear bulletproof vests to work? Because there's a good chance some crazy asshole is going to take that fucking shot at him. He's going to pull a weapon and shoot at them. Now, as a robber, you have to be aware that one of the risks of your job, being an armed assailant, is that you may choose the wrong victim. That victim might take your weapon from you and end your fucking life. That's not murder. That's a really shitty day at work for the robber. That's all. In fact, you could assume that robbers everywhere in Rio will have to go to their calendar and flip that little fucking sheet of paper underneath the how many days since an accident at work, That's just going back down to zero, that's all. Murder shocks the Rio Olympics. No, a fucking armed assailant was shot dead, and hopefully the rest of the ignorant pieces of shit out there who want to rob people with guns will fucking have learned a lesson. It's a dangerous job being an armed fucking assailant. It's not so easy. It's just fucking ridiculous. Black Lives Matter activists stage protests across Britain. Last I checked, cops in Britain don't even have guns. I know that's not true anymore. It's just funny. Like, what the fucking fuck are they stopping in Nottingham, England, for Christ's sakes? When the fuck are we all... I mean, how many videos of this do I gotta make? How many videos about this do I have to make? Black Lives Matter serves only to divide and conquer. That's it. Donald Trump backtracks on video of Iran payment. Damn. Sorry about that, guys. I had a coughing fit. I'm just tired of reading millions of dollars being spent by literally hundreds of publications with the only and sole express purpose of making Donald Trump look out to evil. Africa, ANC, loses stronghold in South African elections. Well, hey, let's just be thankful the folks of South Africa are having elections. And no, I don't mean because they're black. I mean because South Africa had been for, I don't know how long, a couple hundred years, I guess. 100 years maybe. Uh, a colonial arm of the British Empire that fucking never had any kind of semblance of quality government. I mean, it's just been a corrupt. Well, let's just put it this way: it was the last place to end apartheid. So, I'm just saying, let's be thankful that they're having some fucking elections instead of just having, the rest of Africa has, which is warlords or corporations that come in and take over their entire existence. What makes government's resistance to coups? Transparency with voters. Well, that, and they also like to have continuity of government programs set up. So, like here in America, if somebody was to, let's say, try and have a coup and take over, the executive branch, there's no need to worry because there's a long line of succession of power here in this country. So, if you were to go and kidnap the president, you couldn't become the president because the vice president would become the president. If you were to get them both, then it'd be the Secretary of State and working downwards. Somewhere in there's the White House staffer who gets to be president if all else fails, I guess. I don't know how far down it goes, but I'm just saying. Continuity of government is how they keep from fucking having coups. It's simplistic militarized dictatorships that have problems with this. Because there's always some dickhead in the military who thinks he's got more buddies, more loyalty, and can fucking coup. Cargo jet slides off runway onto road in Italy. Jesus Christ. That's crazy. Slid right off the end of the runway. Hot damn. UK government says sex abuse inquiry will go on despite chair's resignation. Well, that's good. No matter what, they absolutely need to fucking root out these weird little pedophilic fucking power-hungry Satanists. That's all I can call them. And I mean, some of them are. That's part of what's been coming out in the last 15 years being involved in the royal sex scandals is dark magic rituals and fucking strange secret society rituals and shit. All centered around kid fucking. It's disgusting. Why a meaningful shift in the Trump-Clinton race may be at hand. Oh my God. Clinton has had a large and perhaps growing lead. What the fuck, New York Times? Are you people producing fucking literature or are you producing fucking reported journalism? Well, what are you doing over there? Is it prose or is it fucking journalism? What are you guys doing? Hmm? Are you writing fucking stories? Or are you writing fucking stories? Hillary Clinton has had a large and perhaps growing lead. Jesus Christ. If you don't have facts, don't write the fucking article. Who's editing at the New York Times? I was on a college newspaper. That shit would not have fucking published. My editor would have taken one look at that fucking lead, the lead sentence of your fucking article, and said, sorry, dude. Either she is having a fucking lead or she's not. Report the fucking news. That's what the journalism 101 fucking newspaper class editor would have told me. And that bitch didn't make any money. She wasn't a professional. She was just a cute girl with a great ass. Christ. The fuck, New York Times. I swear. God damn, dude, we are dropping frames at a rate of 5%. Luckily, there's a 5-second delay I installed on this thing to help that, but fuck. Connecticut house explosion injures 7, sends debris flying. Jesus Christ. Please wait while we avoid copyright strikes. And, yeah, there we go. I find out what caused a house explosion. Doo-doo-doo. Wow, that house looks super fucked up, too. It's all caved in. I think I can get away with showing just that. Let's show just that. Look at that fucking house, guys. I mean, that thing is fucked up. Am I right here? I know I'm right. Look at that fucking thing. Holy shit. Anyway, let's see what happened. Four kids. Bummer. 4 kids were injured in this experience. They were trapped under the rubble. 4 children, all under the age of 16, taken to Connecticut hospitals. 7-year-old boy appeared to suffer most serious injuries, of course, because he's tiny. I never heard anything that wasn't a vibration. The house shook, neighbor said. Wow. So far, it does not look as though they're going to tell us what caused this explosion. And that's what I was thinking they was going to do. Something fucking serious went down here, folks. A meth lab explosion, or a fucking somebody had some explosives they weren't supposed to have, or maybe they were improperly storing methane fucking gas. I don't know what the fuck. Wow. Funeral for Roswell teen girl to be held Friday. Oh, killed by aliens. I know that's horribly insensitive. I'm really sorry if that offended you, but it's Roswell, guys. Come on. And of course, they don't tell us what happened to the poor girl. This guy lost it. I just snapped. Indiana police officer shot a fellow cop in a fit of jealousy. Now, see, that's interesting. When a cop shoots a cop in a fit of jealousy, motivation matters. The motivation is important. Because nobody can ask, well, why did he have a gun? How did he get a gun? Where did the gun come from? Oh my God, we've got to keep the guns out of the hand. Oh, he was a cop? Oh well, it was jealousy. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Makes total sense. He killed that guy out of jealousy. I understand. No big deal. No, we don't need to ban cops or fucking unarm the cops or make sure the cops are better trained or make sure the cops have better psychological evaluations or any of that. No. It's jealousy. It's okay. We don't need to ban or legislate or regulate anything at all. Nothing. Cops are killing 1,500 fucking people a year, including each other. Doesn't matter. No big deal. Elections. Ex-CIA chief is endorsing Clinton, saying Putin made Trump his unwitting agent. Oh, Jesus, but fucking Christmas, guys. No, he didn't. I made a video about this already. If you're just tuning in, you should check it out. The truth about the DNC leaks and Guccifer 2.0. Trump and Russia. Guccifer 2.0, just a disgruntled American citizen with some savvy fucking hacking ninja skills who said, enough is enough, I have a chance to do something, I'm going to take it. He took it, and for a year he gathered intelligence and then distributed that intelligence to the fucking people. That's what happened. The DNC wants you to believe that the fucking Russians spent clandestine operational money that Putin uses, we know, every day on his own detractors and reporters and naysayers and whistleblowers. He spent that time and that energy that he could be spending on people in his own country to help Donald Trump lose the election? Huh? I know. But it's to help Donald Trump win the election. You're choking on Satan's cock. Pull it out. Start thinking clearly for a second. Jesus. Anyway, they got an ex-CIA chief. Well, what does that say to the people who are watching, who are listening, who are paying attention? Well, he's a CIA chief. He knows things about this kind of stuff. He's in the know. He knows. We can trust him. Let's forget that his function on this earth is to be a spy master, a liar, someone who manipulates situations for specific terms and purposes of, whatever. Whether it's America's safety or the continuation of the fucking diamond mining in South Africa. Either way, whatevs. People have trust for these people when it comes to Putin made Trump his unwitting agent, Yeah, totally, dude. Totally. That's what the CIA chief said. It's fucking stupid. Putin was sitting there one day watching fucking the news or whatever, and he's like, seeing this shit. Well, the Russians must have hacked it to help Donald Trump. He's scratching his noggin going, what the fuck? Why would I do that? Why in the fuck would I care if Donald Trump was the president of the United States? And how would that be good for me? Because seriously, how would that be good for Putin? I want to know. Leave it in the comments. Leave it in the chat box. Whatever. Go ahead and leave it, because I would genuinely like to know what in the hell Putin stands specifically to gain. I do. I want to know. What specifically does he have to gain? Because near as I can tell, nothing. Nothing is what he stands to gain. If Donald Trump wins the president, doesn't make any difference whatsoever. Excuse me. Shit. Sorry, folks. I forgot to kill the mic. Alright, we're going to pop back into the news. Taj Mahal closing may sway New Jersey casino expansion vote. Jesus. A day after, owner Carl Icahn said he will close the casino after Labor Day. The only reason that this is making the U.S. News and Report is the Trump Taj Mahal. Those words right there. Okay? This right here. The fucking thing belongs to Carl Icahn, who I'm sure, or Icon, or whatever the fuck, however you say his name, bought this thing from Trump, 20 years ago or whatever. But this is not a fucking Trump building. This is not Donald Trump's property, according to this statement anyway. Owner Carl Icahn. Now, I don't know. But it just pisses me off, because this is not news that most people would give a shit about any day of the week. This would be wrapped over here in the business section, not in the election section. But it's in elections because it's the Trump Taj Mahal. And it's just another negative piece of news about Donald Trump. A thing that Donald Trump built 20 years ago is closing. Doesn't even belong to him now. Doesn't fucking matter to him now. He don't give a shit. This ain't gonna hurt Trump. Doesn't even belong to him now. Doesn't fucking matter to him now. Alright. In a rare admission, Trump notes mistake on Iran video. See, and again, this is in rare admission. The reason this is put here is specifically to state Trump is an arrogant cocksucker who never says he's wrong. Now, I'm not saying that they're wrong about that. What I'm saying is this is ABC News. Not Rod's fucking blog. Not an opinion fucking piece. This is the fucking news. Made in a rare admission. It's not. That's not how the news is supposed to work. It should just say Donald Trump has retracted his statement or corrected his statement or something like that. But they make this point because this is a constant fucking assault on the character of the man. And it's ABC News, it's the Washington Post, it's the USA News and World, it's the fucking Hill. You know what I'm saying, folks? And then in the election news, we got one thing here. Why Hillary doesn't have more press conferences? Because she doesn't have to. Ladies and gentlemen, Hillary doesn't have to have another press conference or another debate for the entire election. Hillary Clinton doesn't have to do shit but sit around with fucking Bill and talk about what they're going to do with the millions and millions of dollars that they make from fucking corporate welfare over the next 25 years after her 8-year reign as fucking Queen of America. They don't have to fucking do shit. All she has to do is go on TV occasionally and go, yo, what up, everybody? I'm not Trump. Vote for me. That's it. And it's because of the last 5 articles we read before, why doesn't Hillary have to have more press conferences? I'll fucking tell you. Doesn't mean shit what this fucking NPR article says. Now, I'm going to look at it, but the point still remains. It doesn't make a fucking difference. She don't have to do anything. She doesn't even fucking in fact, she doesn't even have to go on TV. All she has to do is record herself once going, what up, y'all? Not Trump. Vote for me. People, they could just play that over and over again every few fucking hours. Shit, they could play it once a week. And people be like, oh yeah, she ain't Trump, we're voting for her. This is psychological warfare, and it's successful. It's working. And again, I am on the record stating many times, not a Trump supporter. I think Trump is an asshole. I think he's an idiot. I think he would be a terrible choice for president. But if I have to choose between a soft turd and squirty diarrhea, Hillary Clinton is definitely the squirty diarrhea. If I got to choose which one I want to clean up, I'm definitely going to want to clean up the soft turd. Now, with Donald Trump, we got 8 years of soft turd. And hey, nobody likes a soft turd, but would you? No, excuse me. We got 4 years. I correct myself. We've got 4 years of a soft turd, and nobody likes a soft turd, but I would rather have a soft turd for 4 years than 8 years of squirty diarrhea. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, and it doesn't matter to me because like who you vote for, I know it doesn't matter at all. All of this is just an effort to make sure that when Hillary Clinton steals this election, no one questions it. Everyone goes, well, of course she won. She was running against Trump. Nobody really was taking him seriously. Nobody was really going to let that guy fucking be the president. I mean, he was an evil, devil-like creature from fucking outer space who obviously came here to eat the souls of mankind. You know, that's obviously what Donald Trump's all about. So, you know, it's a good thing that we successfully ruined his character over the last year and a half and made sure Hill Dog was the president. Now, to me, what's interesting about this is why I think Donald Trump's a plant, why he's a ringer, is because none of this would have been possible without the crazy shit that he says. And I'm not talking about the shit that people hyperbolically blow on about saying, oh, he's xenophobic, oh, he's a misogynist, oh, he's this, and oh, he's that. I'm talking about the fact that every other word out of his fucking mouth is great and terrific. The guy's got a 7-year-old's fucking lexicon. I mean, we thought George Bush was dumb, you know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. George Bush was dumb. Donald Trump does have an element of brilliance. It's just not, well, let's just say he's not correct. Okay, when he says, I've got the best words. Everybody loved my best words, or whatever the fuck he said about his best words. You know, I got all the best words. I got the best words, like terrific and great. Anyway, I digress. I'd just like to point out that we were able to go through 1, 2, 3, 4. One more, just 5, 6, 7. So 7 articles, folks, about Trump. I'm going to show this to you. We got the Koch groups back into Wisconsin Senate race at $1 million ad buy, which we should stop letting these people do. This is bullshit. Okay, so that's 1. And then 2, why doesn't Hillary Clinton have more press conferences? Daily 202, lessons from my search for Donald Trump's personal giving to charity. Mike Coffman, GOP president, was calling splits with Trump in new campaign ad. You see what I'm fucking saying, folks? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 7 articles, all about Donald Trump's an asshole. Not even about Donald Trump. They're not even articles about the man. They're just articles about how the man's an asshole and how he's a threat to America. Except for it's all leftist liberals, so they say, America? There is a threat to America? Fuck. Anyway, let's get into the business news. Bristol Myers slumps as drug misses key lung cancer goal. The article here infuriates me because it's about the profits. And I know, it's in the business section. I get it. But, Jesus, we got a drug that's supposed to be out there maybe curing some lung cancer. And the only fucking news we know about it is that it's cost the fucking Bristol Myers Squibb company 18%. The most in 14 years. And they're assuming it's because they told everybody they're going to cure cancer, all the money went in, then the cancer drug came back and it failed, so a bunch of people dumped out. And this is the problem with modern medicine. It's not about curing cancer. It's about curing the fucking 18% slump. It's about curing the 18% slump. And I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but doesn't that fucking disgust you guys? Because it absolutely disgusts me. July jobs numbers set the odds for a federal rate hike. Let's see here. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Does the July non-farm payrolls report come as a relief to the Fed, or does it dial up the pressure? The economy created very strong 255,000 jobs last month. Ancillary numbers look strong to me as well. Okay, well, unless you're talking about the job numbers kicking up the rate of pay for the fucking people working, it doesn't fucking make any difference to you and me. All of this shit is a game played by men who don't give a fuck about the folks who pay for it in the end. And women. That's right, the 1%'s multiculturalized. It's actually the most abhorrent game, I think, that they play next to war. And that's the war with the value of money. They're the game of the value of money. And to them, it's about maximizing profits. But to you, it's about the fucking value of $1 versus a gallon of milk, which is more expensive than gasoline. I will say that again. Milk, which is more expensive than gasoline per gallon. Gas is about $3 a gallon. Milk is $4 to $5 a gallon. Unless, of course, you're buying ultra cheap, watered down, discount milk. I guess maybe the Walmart stuff is $3.50 equal, roughly, to fucking gasoline. That's how news articles like this really play out and affect your world. So unless they're fucking talking about the amount of money they're going to give you for every hour that you spend slaving away, they ought to just fucking quit reporting on it. Dollar jumps after a strong U.S. jobs report. Yeah. Huh. So, this is the other problem. Speculative currencies. The dollar rose after stronger than expected jobs data renewed hopes that the Fed will raise interest rates this year. Again, it's all about the value of the dollar. The problem is that the value of the dollar is based on what some guys in a room think maybe is probably sort of going to happen next quarter. And they do that with some mathematical algorithms that were made up by some really fucking smart people. And sometimes are accurate and sometimes aren't. And it's a real fucking speculative game. And I don't know about you, but I don't like the idea of my fucking future being dictated by a bunch of fucking people basically playing with a headless chicken on a fucking square board full of ideas. It's like jump to conclusions, Matt, except for South Park economy style, Berlusconi signs deal to sell full AC Milan stake. I don't know what AC Milan is, but it's a soccer team. Well, there you go. Soccer, folks. Amazon unveils cargo plane as it expands delivery network. Jesus Christ! Holy fuck, guys. Amazon, Bozing, what the fuck's that guy's name? Amazon owner. Bozig, or I can't remember. Jeff Bezos, yeah, that fucking guy. This fucking guy is somewhere between an inspiration and a fucking demon, man. I don't know how to feel about this guy. Because on one hand, like, I'm an entrepreneurial spirit. I like the idea of a guy being able to fucking take his idea, put it into reality, and then make a future for him and his family on that. I think that's wonderful. But at this rate, Jeff Bezos is the only fucking competition for the Walmart. And the only reason Walmart's still winning is because there are still places in this world where Walmart is that the internet has not yet become a full-fledged thing. Walmart's in some third world nations. Uh, anyway, I digress. Walmart's still beating them, but I'm telling you what, these motherfuckers are buying airplanes with the specific purpose of flying your shit to you faster. They've said they're probably not going to do the drones right away, but you damn well know those drones are coming. Those delivery drones, that shit ain't that far away. We'll see that. And it may not be Amazon who does it first. It may be a private company, like maybe FedEx or a separate private company, excuse me. Maybe FedEx or USPS or UPS, who knows, but that's incredible. They got a fucking airplane. Apple announces invitation only bug bounty program at Black Hat conference. Wow. That's interesting. They went to the Black Hat conference and offered invitation only bug bounty program. So they went out and they did some scouting. They found some motherfuckers. And then they've got a system, I'm going to guess. That's cool. I'm not good enough at math or understanding algorithms to do this kind of stuff, but man, does it make me jealous. There are fucking kids out there, in high school who are finding these bugs and websites of big corporations and getting paid loot. And I'm talking fucking pirate treasure loot. $50,000, $60,000 for pointing out a fucking, a coding flaw on a PHP website to, Microsoft or Google can net you 60 grand, $5,000 for smaller bugs. But I'm just saying, like, some of the higher ones that I've seen one guy got $100,000 for finding a bug on a fucking site. There's one guy who makes like $120,000 a year doing this. He just goes around finding fucking bugs on sites and reporting them and getting paid. It's really pretty amazing, honestly. And it's smart as fuck on the behalf of these big corporations because the incentive to get paid is implied right away, which helps avoid things like ransom crypting, which is where hackers will find an exploit and then they just fucking exploit it, right? And then they encrypt your servers. Anybody who watched, what was that show? Mr. Robot? That's kind of the whole point of what they're doing. They're trying to encrypt a bunch of servers so that the companies who own the servers can't access the data and the information. So instead of a hacker doing that and then calling up and being like, all right, Apple, I want $200 million to fucking decrypt your $22 billion fucking server system, Apple gonna pay that fucking money. But instead of spending that money, they just pay people, $50,000 or $10,000 or whatever. It's different for different companies and different bugs. So it's just neat. Some neat shit to learn about. If you're into hacking or into that kind of learning, that kind of computer security stuff, maybe you should check it out. Fucking A, we'd be dropping the frames, but at least only at 3% now. That's good. Our frame drop has gone down. That's right here, folks. Spotify's new personalized playlist actually sounds good. You guys are going to think I'm insane, but I've honestly still never once used Spotify. I don't know anything about it. Facebook's new anti-clickbait algorithm buries bogus headlines. This is how they're going to suppress people like me from being spread on Facebook because we're independent journalism, and independent journalism is fucking super frowned upon. Now, I should say, when I say I'm independent journalism, I am not fair and balanced, nor am I non-biased. So, I recognize the irony in calling myself journalism after ripping New York Times and ABC and all these other ones a fucking asshole for their active participation in rigging an election. Um, the difference here is that a I admit this is an editorial journalism. This is opinion journalism. That this is we're more like a magazine than a newspaper. You know what I mean? But not only am I upfront about my bias, and my bias is that not of left or right or center, but one who stands on the rim of the canyon of concern and looks down at all this fucking bullshit like a big game and goes, holy fuck, I don't even want to play. But my bias aside, I'm also not fucking talking to an audience of millions and swaying a fucking election. So that's how I grapple with what does appear, I'm sure, to some to be hypocrisy, being that I'm a very opinionated person and I consider myself independent journalism. But I am in journalism. That's what fucking that's what we need more of, and that's what we're trying to do here at Smoke to Think on. But Facebook is actively looking to suppress quote bogus headlines. Who gets to decide what's a bogus headline? This is thought policing, people. Orwell was right. We'd have thought police, but it wasn't going to be the government. It doesn't need to be the government. And swaying a fucking election. Damn. I apologize for that pause and silence. I'm just checking our stream quality, which is pretty low right about now. And that's disappointing me like a motherfucker. Shit. Alright, 1 second, folks. I apologize here, but we are actually having technical difficulties, so I'm running a quick speed test over here to find out just how fucked we are. From the looks of it, the answer is pretty fucked. God damn. I don't know about you guys, but I pay a lot of money for the internet. It's not cheap. And it does not always work as advertised. In fact, most of the time it doesn't work as advertised. Yeah, we're moving at fucking 13k a second, or megabytes a second. 14. Our average should be somewhere near 45. My upload speed should be close to 11 or 12, and I'm gonna bet money it's gonna rock in at about 3. Yeah, that was a significant delay. 2 fucking goddamn megabytes a second. Oh my goodness, folks, I can't tell you how frustrating that is. God damn it. Alright, well. Let's burn through this news then, because it seems to stream just fine when you're not looking at my beautiful smoking face. Alright, so entertainment news. Get to know the faces of the Suicide Squad. No thank you, I'm gonna watch the movie, but I appreciate that suggestion. Star Wars, ABC in talks for a new series. Entertainment president was asked Television Critics Association semi-annual press tour, prime time series based on the franchise. It's owned by the parent company Disney because Disney loves to fucking franchise shit to TV. And when they do animation, it's actually not too bad. We'll see what happens if it's live action. What? R.I.P. David Huddleston. Say goodbye to the Big Lebowski. David Huddleston attends the 40th anniversary. Known for the Big Lebowski. I'll be honest with you, the face is not making a... Is there a fucking picture of the dude or what? Considering Old Saying Theater. Try what the fuck, fans? Who was this guy in The Big Lebowski? Was he in the movie, or was he a producer, or what? Fans of Big have suffered two stinging losses in the past years. Ben Gazzara and Philip Seymour Hoffman, and now another beloved Big Lebowski actor has died. Titular Big Lebowski. Oh shit, David Huddleston. Yes, the Mr. Lebowski. Wow, I didn't recognize his face like there. That's crazy. Anyway, before I get hit with some bullshit, well, the Lebowski has passed. That's fucking sad. What a bummer, dude. James Gordon, Stephen Colbert, and Jamie Dornan joke about Orlando Bloom's penis. Orlando Bloom's nude photos made him the butt of the joke on late night TV. So fucking poor Orlando Bloom's dick pics are out in the fucking ethers now. And who is this shit? I guess that must be Jamie Dornan. Maybe Ron. I don't know. Sports, there's your sports, folks. You know me. I really don't give a shit about sports. If you do, please let me know in the comments section. I will happily address them and learn about this shit if it's something that you want to know about or you want me to talk about. I do not know why, but the chat fucking pop-out does not work on Google or YouTube. This is very, very frustrating. I can't even fucking type. Anyway, there's that. As Olympic Games open, community mourns demolished neighborhood. Jesus Christ, do you guys get this? This is a fucking stadium that is going to stand forever, that will be used once, this once. It will not fucking generate money in comparison to what it costs to fucking tear it down and build it. The neighborhood, tear down the neighborhood. Alright. Google's Olympic Doodle is a weird set of fruit-themed mobile games. That's weird. Right on. Well, I'll check that out later. I'm not interested at the very moment, but right on. Olympic Games, we no longer play. Yeah, I bet there's a bunch of those. Events like sprints, wrestling, discus, and javelin. Yeah, I was going to say, we still have all those, right? That'd be crazy if we didn't have those. How to watch the Olympics on TV and every other device. Alright, well, they begin tomorrow on August 5th, huh? Is that today? I honestly don't know what the day is. Yes, it is. Motherfucker. Alright, today is the Olympics start. So there you have it, folks. Watch the Olympics if you dig them. Watch sunflowers dance under the sun. Sunflowers may be rooted to the ground, but that doesn't mean they can't dance. Each day, young sunflowers trace the path of the sun across the sky, turning their faces 180 degrees from east to west. Yeah, fuck yeah, because sunflowers are awesome. And plants have a semi-intelligence. The Florida-based company is the first to get government permission to fly beyond Earth's orbit. Moon Express gets green light for 2017. Wow. Well, that's fucking cool. This is going to be... Right here, folks, this is the end of the fucking... what do they call it? The flat earth conspiracy right here. Because motherfuckers are going to fly up to the motherfucking moon, and one of two things are going to happen. They're going to see the earth is round, or they're going to see the earth is not round. It's that simple. That shit's funny. Global warming could unfreeze waste buried in Old Greenland military base. Well, don't worry. Greenland's in the north fucking area and will be soon covered by Arctic fucking snow, so don't worry about that. That's temporary warming according to how ice ages work. These whale fossils hold hidden intrigue and clues to whale evolution. Scientists find that 27-million-year-old whale ear could likely pick up remarkably high frequency sounds. Well, yeah. Being as that's how fucking whales communicate, stands to reason. Health. Striking results from early Zika vaccine trial. Holy shit. Why didn't I see that coming? Oh my god. Wait for the epidemic, folks. You mark my fucking words now. Here's the process. Here is the process. You want to watch the source code with me? Let me give you a little bit of source code to work with. Here's the source code. Here's the mind fuck source code. Okay, first you have out of nation small pockets of epidemic, right? Swine flu all over Europe, all over Africa, all over South America. Bam, it's in America. Then you have small pockets in America. Oh, there's a little town in Georgia that's got swine flu. Oh, there's a little town in Florida that's got swine flu. Everyone has swine flu. Suddenly. Bam. Problem, right? This is called the Hegelian dialectic. Problem. Fucking swine flu is everywhere. Fucking Zika is everywhere. Oh my god, Zika's everywhere. Don't worry. Now that you've reacted, which we have, they say, don't worry. We have a vaccine. And its early trials, looking good. Motherfucker's gonna be signed up at Walgreens in a line in the next 2-3 months. Probably. Maybe 6 months. But probably sooner. To get this fucking vaccine. And the company that's producing it and the company that's producing it is going to make fucking billions. Not millions, billions. You know what? You may think I'm a conspiracy nut now, but you watch. That's going to happen. Zika changes the conversation to be OBGYNs and patients in Florida. Right? Because now OBGYNs also have to say to their pregnant patients, and stay the fuck out of the swamp. If you get Zika, your baby will look like a fucking Mr. Potato Head. That ain't no good. Some racial ethnic groups still smoking at high rates despite overall decline. Oh my god, CDC so racist? Jesus. New research shows how Americans are getting fat. Getting fat? Where the fuck has this research been over the last 20 years? Oh, well, apparently they've been doing research for the last 20 years. Well, that's good. Aren't getting bigger, we're getting wider. Well, what the fuck? What the fuck else have we been doing? Christ. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We're dropping some motherfucking frames. We are doing it at 4%. The encoding is overloaded. Turn down to fucking encoding settings. I've been trying to do that. I don't know what the fuck to do with these settings. The camera is just too goddamn nice. Anyway, this was some blunt talk, smoke to think on. I am your host, Rodney Dangermouthe. Like, subscribe, and share. And hit me up at Rod Dangermouthe. There's an E at the end. Rod Dangermouthe. And we'll hang. Thanks a lot for tuning in, folks. You're not told enough in the world that you're loved, so forgive my choppy movements and recognize I do love you. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.